mind, because you looking like you a man of God, T.D. Jakes. Have you ever been swallowed? I'm like, yes, I've been swallowed. Have you? Have I swallowed you, Medea?
I would have been.
Monique, a comedian known for her comedic style and bold truths, has been making headlines in the entertainment world with her latest revelations about Tyler Perry and Diddy. She recently called out Tyler Perry for lifting the lid on some well-guarded secrets, and just as the dust began to settle, she fired another round at Diddy with accusations that had everyone talking and social media buzzing. Monique is now set on a figure even more unexpected, the renowned Bishop T.D. Jakes. In her latest bombshell, Monique claims to have footage of T.D. Jake involved in deeply disturbing activities alongside Diddy. The footage, according to Monique, shows acts that are as shocking as they are hard to believe, involving the alleged sacrifice of young boys. This isn't just another celebrity feud. It's a claim that could shake faith communities and entertainment circles. T.D. Jake, known for his inspirational sermons and leadership in the church, is now in the eye of a storm of controversy. The gravity of Monique's accusations has left fans and followers demanding answers and searching for the truth amidst the chaos. Monique is fearless and unapologetic in her mission to expose what she sees as the dark underbelly of the industry. Now, she has set her sights on none other than the man of God himself, T.D. Jakes. As rumor has it, there is a pretty scandalous video of T.D. Jakes that has piqued Monique's interest. When Monique has something to say, she doesn't hold back. She's ready to spill all the tea and let the world in on what's going down. This isn't the first time Monique has been outspoken about figures in Hollywood and the entertainment industry. She has previously called out what she sees as hypocrisy and unfair treatment within the industry, and her latest set seems to continue that trend. Her critiques, though controversial, are delivered with the comedic flair that has defined her career. Audiences in Louisville were treated to a can of lethality mixed with biting social commentary, as Monique once again proved that she's unafraid to speak her mind, no matter how provocative her opinions may be. Fans had mixed reactions to Monique's performance, some applauding her return to raw, unapologetic comedy, while others argued that her comments were disrespectful and accused her of misinterpreting Bishop T.D. Jakes' sermon. Some defended her right to include them in her jokes, stating that they are human and can be subject to humor like anyone else. Others warned that her comments could lead to significant backlash, noting her history of conflicts in Hollywood, including accusations against Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey of blackballing her in the industry. Monique's jokes about Bishop T.D. Jake came at a time when he's been tied up in a scandal involving Sean Diddy Combs. There's a lawsuit against Diddy, and Jake got dragged into it with accusations of attending Diddy's parties where shady stuff allegedly went down Jake's. He's been denying these claims left and right, even addressing them in a roundabout way during a Christmas Eve service. With Monique cracking jokes about Jake while all this drama is swirling around him, it's like adding fuel to the fire.
Hey, could somebody cue Young Jots is going down? When Kim and Cassie had that sit down, Kim told Cassie, play chess, not checkers.
See, I will advocate for you. Because see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us. I know Kim had some very good advice to give you, and I believe that this is why things are happening as they happen. Kim was smart, wasn't she, Cassie? Kept you alive and kept you safe.
And that's what Cassie's been doing. See, Diddy messed up. He got cocky. Where he went wrong is he took Cassie's silence for weakness. I could almost guarantee you he don't feel so confident and tough now. According to the big bro tough news, Cassie handed over some damning evidence against Diddy.
Let me go ahead and get into this electrifying email. And it says here, yo bro, Cassie has turned over substantial amounts of evidence to the feds. I'm told that after Cassie had a long conversation with blank, I have to protect this person. They're going through a lot right now. And her lawyers, she finally was convinced to give up the videotapes and audio recordings that contain footage of S parties and other private gatherings that featured some pretty powerful and prominent people. And get this, she even gave up a burner phone.
Hey, I know a lot of you guys are familiar with Sloan Bella, and Sloan Bella mentioned that Kim Porter had a burner phone.
USBs that belong to Kim Porter with incriminating evidence against Diddy. I'm told that there are a slew of artists, politicians, and entertainers that are about to be exposed and arrested for H10. I'm paraphrasing there, okay? H10. I'm told that Cassie's husband played a significant role in getting Cassie to turn over the evidence. It's to my understanding that Cassie felt that by exposing the truth, it would also make her look like a filthy Moor, and I'm paraphrasing there because some of the videos she turned in, it shows her getting number one, okay guys, I'm paraphrasing again, and committing more disgusting acts that she was forced to do. I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that TD Jakes have slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad, and they refer to him as being a power bottom. Wow. It's also been said that a young male has acquired a lawyer to represent him as he is set to sue Jakes for an incident that took place when he was just years old. It's been said that the young man was forced to perform sloppy toppy, and I'm paraphrasing here guys. You can actually put two and two together to understand what I'm trying to say. It's been said that the man's family were members of the Potter's House but left the church in 2015. According to multiple church insiders, the parents were paid off to keep quiet. The guy's a grown man now and is seeking his own justice. It's been said that the young man doesn't even deal with his parents even to this day because they took hush money. According to Pastor Blank, and I have to protect this pastor, Bishop Jakes is about to get railroaded and all of his dirt will be exposed. That's why the bishop has quietly lawyered up. He sees his fall from grace coming.
I know Kim looking down like chess, not checkers.
Monique is cracking jokes to raise awareness about controversial topics, like the accusations against Jake. She is not trying to ruin reputations, but rather pointing out contradictions and raising eyebrows. In the world of comedy, nothing is off limits, especially when it comes to public figures who may not be as clean as they seem. Monique is not alone in calling out public figures who may not be as clean as they seem, as they are not alone in calling out them.
Do I take them serious? That's not my type of pastor. You know, you got to look at a person's household, and if your household is not in order, you understand, how you gonna help somebody else get their house in order?
Diddy's bodyguard, Jen Deal, has been speculating about Bishop TD Jakes' involvement at Diddy's parties, claiming it was like sending a saint into a den of sin with all the booze and hookups happening there. He also mentioned that Jake has some business ties with Revolt, which may explain why he was there. Gene used to be Diddy's bodyguard, so he's seen the whole thing up close and is not sure if Jake is just there to party or if he sees it as an opportunity to spread spiritual wisdom amidst the chaos. Gene Deal raised an eyebrow at this, thinking that being at a party where it's all about drinking and maybe some hookups is a head-scratcher for sure. Jaguar Wright then dropped bombs about what goes down at Diddy's parties, suggesting it's all about money and plain and simple. If TD Jakes is there, it's either after the cash or getting into something steamy. This bold claim adds fuel to the fire, as if Bishop Jakes is hitting up a Diddy bash. It must be for one of those reasons, right? Money talks, and so does a reputation, especially in a scene like that. On December 21st, 2023, the internet exploded with rumors and revelations surrounding TD Jakes. It all started with a viral Tik Tok video. Just after Cassie settled her lawsuit with Diddy, a Tik Tok user dropped a bombshell claiming Cassie handed over some real juicy stuff to the FBI, including tapes from Diddy's legendary parties and even Kim Porter's secret phone. The clip floats around, and some guy spills the beans about Cassie dishing out tapes showing Diddy's wildest parties and guessing who's right in the thick of it. The internet is buzzing with speculation about whether TD Jake was really at these parties, or if it was just an elaborate hoax. If he was there, what was he doing? Was an innocent bystander caught up in the chaos, or was he right there in the thick of it all? Multiple male escorts are backing up the claims that TD Jake was getting busy with multiple guys at Diddy's parties and even abroad, calling him a power bottom. In June 1983, Kim Porter allegedly dropped a bombshell claiming TD Jakes was caught up with a young guy just a year after tying the knot with his wife. The whole thing supposedly got swept under the rug somehow. Fast forward to 1999, things take a sinister turn when a guy threatens to spill the beans on Jake, but before he can, he mysteriously disappears. Pastor spills the tea that the dude got paid off to keep quiet. But 2 years later, the same guy turns up dead with a gunshot to the head at Emmanuel Temple of Faith in Smithers, West Virginia. People from Diddy's hometown are whispering about him being on the down low with guys all along, and even talk of an older pastor getting in on the action. The TD Jakes saga continues to captivate people and raise questions about the relationship between Diddy and Bishop Jakes, as well as the potential consequences of their action. Jake, a notorious figure, has been involved in numerous scandals, including his involvement in Diddy's parties and his relationship with the bishop's wife. Some people are drawing connections to his past friendships, such as Eddie Long, while others are cheering on the chaos. A psychic on Tik Tok predicted the drama 2 years ago, claiming that Jake is involved in shady activities, such as Freemasonry, dark oaths, and serving Satan as his top boss. She also predicted that Jake would find himself in the middle of one of the biggest scandals ever, hinting that it would involve his preferences. Despite the lack of concrete proof to back up these claims, people are questioning whether Jake can still be seen as a trusted man of God. In 2009, his son Jermaine got into trouble for allegedly getting involved in a shady business at a park in Dallas, and last year, Jake's daughter's estranged husband was accused of some terrible things involving their adopted daughter. The drama surrounding Jake's life has led to people questioning whether he can still be seen as a trusted man of God. Even Jin Deal, who has never been one to mince words, has expressed his disapproval of Jake as his type of pastor, stating that his own house isn't in order. In conclusion, the ongoing controversy surrounding Jake's life and relationships has raised questions about his trustworthiness as a trusted man of God.
If Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be 2 reasons: money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties.
There is a rumor that TD Jake, a prominent pastor and spiritual icon, is spending significant money to keep a secret from public knowledge. This rumor has caused chaos and tension between 2 worlds, the glitzy entertainment world and the sanctified religious world. Sean Combs, already dealing with legal battles and trying to avoid trouble, finds himself in a difficult position. This bombshell adds to his already raging fire, and he is forced to resort to extreme measures to survive. Despite the challenges, Jake has tried to defend himself and maintain his position in the glitzy world of entertainment.
Why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bruh? Where there's drinking, maybe fornicating.
Rumors suggest that Jake accessed his church's funds and offered a substantial amount to Diddy as a form of silence payment, a move arising from a scandalous drama. The threat of secrets and skeletons spilling into the open suggests that Jake may be harboring explosive secrets that could spell disaster for him. There are also murmurs that Diddy may hold significant leverage over Jake, with Rodney Lil hinting at this in his lawsuit. Jake is uneasy with potential blackmail material in play. It's no sir and resorts to tapping into the church's financial resources to ensure everything remains tightly sealed. Shocking screenshots have emerged allegedly showing gatherings at Diddy's notorious parties where underage girls were present alongside workers, with some of these young women having their drinks tampered with under Diddy's direction. This legal bombshell implicates other prominent figures like Diddy's right-hand woman Christina Koram, Universal Music Group CEO Sir Lucian Grain, and former Town Records CEO Ethiopia Habab Terium, who are accused of turning a blind eye to Diddy's illicit activities and remaining complicit in their silence. If TD Jakes were involved in all of this, It would paint a grim picture of his character and reveal him as a deeply flawed and morally bankrupt individual.
Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that. When you go to T.D. Jakes' church, and I watch you write a check for $1 million in front of the congregation, and you give it to this man, was that for the congregation to give more money? Or was that really genuine?
Monique is reportedly leaking rumors about Tyler Perry and T.D. Jakes, who are often associated with the Hollywood industry. Rumors suggest that Tyler Perry might have slipped some cash to T.D. Jake to keep quiet about a shady business. Tyler Perry could be threatening Monique for shining a light on these alleged crimes with T.D. Jakes. However, Monique is not backing down and is about to spill the whole tea. Tik Tok users have been circulating rumors that Tyler Perry might have slipped some cash to T.D. Jake to keep quiet about some sketchy business. The grapevine suggests it wasn't exactly for the Sunday collection, but might have been a hush money arrangement. T.D. Jake has been raising eyebrows for not fitting the typical pastor mold instead of preaching, and he is known for his celebrity life rubbing elbows with A-listers more than an average church attendee. T.D. Jake is close with stars like Diddy, hitting up his parties and having a side of scandal. Cassie, a Tik Tok user, has handed more stuff to the FBI, including tapes from Diddy's wild parties and Kim Porter's secret phone. An email points fingers at Diddy's close buddy, Pastor T.D. Jakes, with an email claiming that someone spilled the beans that Cassie dished out tapes showing Diddy's wild parties, involving not just T.D. Jakes, but also other big shots. The real nature of Diddy and Bishop Jake's relationship is not clear, as both are Freemasons. Bishop Jake is undoubtedly a Freemason, and Diddy was stripped of his protection privileges and power. However, his soul is still spoken for by the devil, and he will never be able to fend off or escape that harsh reality. In June 1983, Kim Porter claimed that T.D. Jakes was accused of messing with a young guy just a year after tying the knot with his wife. The whole thing got hushed up somehow, and fast forward to 1999 when a guy threatened to spill the beans on Jake mysteriously vanished. Pastor Blank spills that the dude got paid off to stay quiet. 2 years later, the same guy turns up dead with a gunshot to the head. Talk about shady. People from Jake's hometown insist he's been on the down low with guys all along, and there's even talk of some older pastor grooming him when Jake hits up Diddy's shindigs. Rumors have it that he's throwing back massive amounts of booze and puffing on cigars in an exclusive part of the house. The bishop's wife never shows up to Diddy's bashes, and people are saying she's well aware of what's going down. These claims are just crazy claims floating around on social media without hard evidence. A psychic on Tik Tok has called this craziness, stating that T.D. Jakey is a Freemason, taking occultic vows, and being in some sort of mystical state. The author discusses the controversies surrounding Tyler Perry, a straight actor, and his relationship with his son, Jake. She predicts that Jake will face scandals due to his sex orientation, which is a significant issue. This is not the first time Jake has faced controversy, with his son Jermaine allegedly engaging in indecent behavior at Keith Park in Dallas. Last year, Jake's daughter's estranged husband was accused of causing trouble with their adopted daughter. Tyler Perry has also been accused of pushing straight men into gay roles, which is affecting their jobs. Actor and voice coach Brand and Jade shared on TikTok that filming just one episode of Perry's Meet the Browns was the toughest gig ever. He explains that Perry is notorious for throwing last-minute script changes at actors, making them memorize on the spot. Jay, who auditioned for the role of Jeffrey, was caught on to Tyler Perry's not liking the original script, causing everyone to scramble to learn new lines on the spot. Perry decides that Jay's character will be gay and crush on his high school bully, which is not what he signed up for at his audition. Jay's first reaction was to contact his agent, who told him not to take the decision if he wasn't cool with it.
She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. No show will happen. But I wanted to call you up to see how you felt first. Now I begin to see commercials with my brother my mother, my father, and my other brother.
Jay decided to play the role of Tyler Perry, despite Perry's last-minute twist and making the character gay. However, Christian Keys, another supposed victim of Perry, went on Instagram with a teary video revealing serious power abuse in the business. Keys claimed to have a high-powered man who allegedly had young black men under his wing. The details of the abuse are kept under wraps, but the internet is on full detective mode.
Prophecy is a Freemason, that this man has taken occultic vows and that he is part of a brotherhood, that he is serving Satan, who is his true Lord. And the Lord said that Bishop T.D. Jakes will have one of the biggest scandals of all time in the Christian church.
Christian Keys has been working with Tyler Perry for nearly 2 decades, from the 2005 series Diary of a Mad Black Woman to the recent TV series All the Queen's Men. Tyler Perry has been hints about the mysterious man in Christian Story, and Keys has the real lowdown on who that powerful dude is. He has even passed on the receipts to the police. On Oprah's show, Dave Chappelle questioned why so many black actors create and play female characters, while every black man in movies wears a dress at some point in their career. Chappelle explained how he got asked to rock a dress in a movie alongside Martin Lawrence. The meta style of comedy is also being discussed, with some suggesting more to it.
Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress.
Tyler Perry, a prominent black actor, has faced criticism for his portrayal of black women in his films. He was asked to wear a dress in a scene that was not relevant to the scene, but the producers kept pushing him, believing that the industry was trying to corner black artists into doing whatever it took for success. Dave Chappelle revealed this experience as an eye-opener, and he realized that this wasn't just his struggle. Many other black men had been asked to do the same, such as Martin Lawrence in Big Mama's House, Eddie Murphy in the Nutty Professor series, Jamie Foxx in Wanda on In Living Color, the Wayans brothers trying their hand at it with white chicks, and John a Man in The Mix. Perry's casting choices and portrayal of characters in his movies often involve black-skinned actors as villains. For example, Steve Harris in one of Perry's classics, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, plays Charles McCarter, a successful lawyer who turns out to be far from the ideal hubby. He drops the bomb on his wife about another woman in his life, and then treats her like dirt before eventually kicking her out. This trend has raised concerns among people, as seen in A Fall from Grace, where Crystal Fox plays Grace Waters, who takes a twisted turn into love betrayal and the aftermath of people's choices. Tyler Perry's movies have stirred up discussions on Twitter and other social platforms, with some criticizing him for repeatedly showing the struggles of black women dealing with men's actions in his films, while others argue that he is just shedding light on real-life issues that many black women can relate to. Debates are flying, highlighting how Perry's storytelling gets people talking about important stuff, with some fans questioning whether he wants to see black women happy, prospering, and thriving, while others wonder why people complain about the pattern of Perry's movies and why he is using his movies to hammer on what black women go through.
At the same time, this person was harassing me for years. Multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there.
Monique, an Oscar-winning actress, has been accused of whiteballing by Tyler Perry, director Lee Daniels, and Oprah Winfrey. She was doing her comedy when she became aware of her strained relationships with Perry and Daniels, who were in her 2010 film Precious. Since then, she has only appeared in 4 films and blamed it on their whiteballing. In 2015, Monique first spilled the beans about being blackballed by the trio Daniels, but later admitted that her demands during Precious did not align with the campaign and soured her relationship with Hollywood. She also revealed that she was not blackballed, but was treated fairly by some black Ds who had no balls. Back in 2009, Monique had a press tour for Precious co-produced by Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, but they didn't plan to pay her for the tour. She decided to skip the tour and take a breather with her family. However, media stories started popping up, and Monique was difficult to work with, and suddenly no one wanted to cast her despite winning an Oscar for her role in Precious. In a recent chat with The Hollywood Reporter, Monique revealed that Precious director Lee Daniels admitted to getting blackballed for not playing the game. She even called out Oprah and Tyler Perry asking for an apology. A few months after the press tour mess, Monique spilled the beans on Comedy Central about how Oprah invited Monique's brother Gerald and her parents to her show. Monique had been open about her strained relationship with her parents due to the A, and Oprah seemed to understand. However, when the taping happened, Monique was blindsided by commercials featuring her family, and Oprah offered no private or public apology.
I have an entire new script with all new lines, pages and pages and pages. I have an hour to learn this stuff. My agent was like, absolutely not. If Brandon doesn't feel comfortable with playing this character, then he can walk from this, because you don't have to do anything that you don't feel comfortable doing.
Monique has faced numerous challenges in the industry, leading her to publicly discuss allegations against T.D. Jakes and Tyler Perry. The question is whether these allegations are legitimate or if they are just drama.
I mean, if Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons.
Hey, Bishop Jakes, how
What's
are you?
up, man?
Man, it's so good to see you.
It's better to see you. How you doing?
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the out. I don't drink, so I was playing that I don't drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard struggling to take dick. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like, when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone. And I recorded all this because I was like, this Diddy rich. So I'm finna put the squeeze on and get me.
Monique, a fiery comedian and actress, has recently released an incriminating audio recording that has caused waves across the entertainment industry. The audio features Diddy Combs and renowned Pastor T.D. Jakes in a scandalous act that is bound to shake up their worlds and ours. T.D. Jakes was apparently desperate to keep this explosive secret under wraps, threatening and blackmailing Monique to prevent her from leaking the audio. Despite all the pressure and intimidation, Monique stood her ground and continued her mission to expose the dark and hidden sides of the entertainment industry. Monique's journey of revelation began with accusing influential figures like Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey of blackballing her in Hollywood after her Oscar win for Privacy. Her bold accusations and unwavering stance sent shockwaves through the industry, sparking debates about power dynamics, fairness, and the treatment of talent in Hollywood. Monique's crusade for truth and transparency took a sharp turn when she shifted her focus to Sean Diddy Combs, known for his substantial influence in the music and entertainment world. She began unveiling the behind-the-scenes actions and shady dealings, bringing to light the hidden realities of working with the mogul. The revelations about Diddy added another layer to her campaign, showing her determination to expose the powerful and protect the underdogs. T.D. Jakes, admired by many for his spiritual leadership, found himself in Monique's crosshairs with the release of the incriminating audio. It becomes clear that Monique is on a mission to hold everyone accountable, no matter their stature or influence. This revelation is expected to come out sooner or later, as many people have spoken up about the pastor and his connection with Puff Daddy.
Listen, you may really want to consider promoting this film, because if you get nominated for an Oscar award, your next film is $3 to $5 million.
A lawsuit has been filed against music icon Mogul Shadra, accusing him of harassment, illegal drug activity, and trafficking. The plaintiff in the case is Rodney Laura Jones, a music producer who claims to have damning evidence against Combs, including photos and other proof that allegedly captured Diddy's shady activities. This lawsuit paints a dark picture of the music icon and drags several big names into the spotlight. Bishop T.D. Jakes, a well-known mega-church pastor based in Dallas, appears to have been seen by Diddy as a potential ally to help clean up his tarnished reputation. The lawsuit also names several record labels and surprising individuals, including actor Cuba Gooding Jr., Diddy's son Justin Deere Collins, and his chief of staff Christina Coram. The lawsuit highlights the extent to which Combs allegedly went to try to salvage his reputation. As a heterosexual Christian man, Jones was uncomfortable with Combs' advances and expressed his discomfort to Combs' chief of staff defendant Christina Coram. He claims that Combs forced him into extreme situations, such as soliciting female workers and having them with them at Combs' Miami home. Jones is seeking monetary and punitive damages along with other forms of relief. On the other hand, Combs' lawyer, Aaron Dyer, has been vocal about Combs' innocence and has made it clear that he will fight every day to clear his name. In December 2023, unverified allegations of misconduct at parties hosted by Combs started dragging Bishop T.D. Jakes into the spotlight, which was eventually dismissed in December when a TikTok and YouTube video claimed that Jakes had engaged G at parties.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Jake, a 66-year-old pastor, has been accused of being involved in a lawsuit involving Combs. Despite representatives from his ministry and businesses staying quiet about the connection, they have made it clear that these claims are false. Derek Williams, the executive vice president of TD Jakes Entertainment, mentioned that Jakes and Combs have a history dating back to 2021 when Revolt Media and TV announced a sermon series hosted by Jake, showcasing the professional ties between the two. As Jake faces the allegations head-on, the atmosphere in the congregation shifts from anticipation to shock. The congregation is shocked to learn that there are sinister mysteries behind Diddy's exclusive events and how Bishop Jakes got mixed up in this unexpected dispute. The story is a tale that begs to be unraveled. But even though they are trying their best to hide what has been going on, Monique is targeting and exposing him in her comedy shows, such as he slipped during a sermon and saying some weird things. In addition to the accusations, Jake's team is standing firm against the allegations, as they are doing damage control. They have recorded a brief celebratory birthday video and left immediately to take their other scheduled meetings. As the story unfolds, it is clear that the truth is far from over, and the accusations against Bishop Jakes are only adding to the confusion and controversy surrounding his life.
His wife's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday!
Monique, known for her unfiltered comedy, recently revealed her sharp wit on Bishop T.D. Jakes during a stand-up show in Louisville, CA. She took aim at Jakes' memorable sermon from December and served up a punchline that left the audience gasping for air with a mischievous glint in her eye. As there were rumors flying about shady activities happening under Diddy's roof, people started speculating that maybe Jakes had more than just a passing curiosity about what went on at these wild parties. Some people started throwing around ideas that maybe he was somehow involved or turning a blind eye to the not-so-savory activities happening under Diddy's roof. This stirred up a whole pot of drama suddenly, and Jakes was getting side-eyed by some folks. Jakes was getting side-eyed by some people, and his reputation took a hit. It was a tough spot to be in, especially for someone known for their strong moral compass. Through it all, Jakes stuck to his guns, insisting he had nothing to do with any of the mess. It turns out that Puffy had his own motives too, as rubbing shoulders with a respected religious figure like Bishop Jakes was not just about friendly camaraderie for Puffy, but also a strategic move to boost his image in the glitzy world of entertainment and high society. As the allegations and whispers about the shady happenings at Diddy's parties continued to swirl, both Diddy and Bishop T.D. Jakes found themselves in a precarious position. It was like a high-stakes game of reputation roulette, and they were desperately trying to come out on top. Some astute observers started connecting the dots and came up with a theory that suggested that Bishop Jakes may have had a vested interest in clearing Diddy's name. By standing by Puffy's side, Jake could be seen as actively working to protect not only Puffy but himself as well. Some whispered that Jakes couldn't just walk away from his friendship with Puffy, even if he wanted to. The rumor mill was churning with speculation that Puffy might hold evidence that could incriminate the bishop in the very scandal they were trying to distance themselves from the bishop. The rumors and speculation surrounding Diddy's lavish parties have left many wondering about the secrets hidden behind the closed doors. According to a lawsuit, there is compelling evidence that Diddy was playing director behind the scenes, capturing all the scandalous shenanigans that unfolded at his lavish gatherings. If Diddy was indeed the mastermind, he might have ended up with incriminating material on his hands. Bishop T.D. Jake, a regular fixture at these parties, is also mentioned as a potential target. If Diddy had something on him, it would give him some serious leverage. However, in the world of the rich and powerful, anything is possible. As the lawsuits continue to unfold, more details come to light, making it seem like we are only scratching the surface of what really went down behind the closed doors of Diddy's exclusive parties. Monique's story is not just a one-off, it's backed up by Jen Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard. Deal has been around the block and isn't afraid to speak his mind. When he started talking about Bishop T.D. Jake showing up at Diddy's parties, it raised more than a few eyebrows. He saw the bishop with his own two eyes, mingling with the A-list crowd at Diddy's shindigs, and shared details that lined up perfectly with Monique's account. When two separate people from different walks of life tell the same story with uncanny precision, it's hard to write it off as mere coincidence. Monique and Jen's testimonies paint a remarkably consistent picture of Bishop Jake's involvement in Diddy's inner circle. The circle's credibility is being questioned as allegations of a rabbit hole continue to emerge. Monique's story is not the only one, with Jen Deal also joining the chorus. As the truth becomes more apparent, it becomes difficult to dismiss these allegations as baseless rumors. Bishop T.D. Jake, who caught wind of Monique's allegations, went on the offensive, threatening Monique with repercussions if she exposed him further. Monique, who believes she is in the right, refused to back down from a fight, having previously faded down bigger names like Oprah and Perry. As the truth continues to emerge, we may face uncomfortable realities about the world of the rich and powerful and the secrets they keep hidden away.
And I'm gonna lay my hands on you, Bishop. And he said, and then the is on the that. He's doing all of this, right? And then there's a woman on the dais.
Monique is a strong advocate for her beliefs and is determined to make her voice heard in the industry, despite Bishop Jake's attempts to silence her. She remains determined to expose the truth. As the lawsuits unfold and more details are revealed, Monique will continue to fight tirelessly to expose the truth. The situation surrounding T.D. Jake's involvement in these parties and Monique's leaked audio raises questions about the future. The video encourages viewers to share their thoughts and subscribe to stay updated on new content.